everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports.
As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Keenum's Vikings going up against Rivers' Chargers.
Okay, Larry, we are a little less than 20 miles from downtown Los Angeles at the StubHub Center in Carson. I'll tell you, you wouldn't think 30,000 people could make this noise. That's half the size of a normal NFL stadium, but this is no normal crowd. They are ready to go as their Chargers get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started, and we are underway in Southern California. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Allen, the man in motion right. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
The man in motion is right. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
3rd and long. It's Keenum. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. This is taken at the 15. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. In motion is the tight end Gates. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. First down, Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 68 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out there, a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12.
Here we go. No. Check. Detroit.
Now a play fake, and it's Keenum. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working from the gun, Keenum. And he's able to find Diggs. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. On first down, Murray. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They go with Murray again. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And they've got it here with a first down. To throw, it's Keenum. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Melvin Ingram. He's at the 30. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Now Gordon on first down. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 15 yards. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate.
Murray fighting, lost the football, and picked up by the Chargers. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Now Keenum throwing on second. He's going to wind up and air it out. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Keenum. And Diggs has it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. On first down, it's Keenum. And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Let's go.
Keenum to throw again. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. They're going to run it with Murray. And he's got some space here. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup there. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Here we go now. Gone. Watch it now, Barney. Leopard. Gone. Blue, landed. Black guy up, Philly.
They go play action here on first down. And this is incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. A toss to Murray. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass.
Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick, and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. He'll get 3 up to midfield. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second down following the run. Rivers now from the 50. Throw left side complete. It's Gordon. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. No gain on the play there. Second down. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning. This is a setup play. Trying to get one last one in before the clock warning. Now a second down throw for Rivers. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And out of bounds all the way down at the 2-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Southern California after this. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Good.
Give to the fullback. This is Watt. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
12.
They come out here in the I.
Hey, Rocket.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And his kick is right through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they? Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right? Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Following the penalty, it's Murray.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Going deep for Diggs. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And some space here. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. A toss play. Gordon gets past one man. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they won't bump that to his resume reel, but that might be one of the best one-yard runs I've seen.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Daniil Hunter. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is good. That's it for the first half. 2 more. Well, Larry, I know it's late there in Orlando. This is a school night. Folks eager to get right back to the action here in the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's 2nd down. Well, speaking of incomplete passes, we had a very controversial incomplete pass in Week 15 in that Steelers-Patriots game, did we not?
In the city of Pittsburgh, it wasn't incomplete.
Right, yeah. For them, it's they won.
If
they
you're
won,
a Steelers fan, that was not an incomplete pass. That was a touchdown. But by letter of the law, having to catch a football as a receiver's going to the ground, he has to survive the ground, holding onto the football firmly. But letter of the law wasn't a catch.
Right.
The problem is you put 100 people in a room, that looks like a catch.
Right. So then the question going forward is, does that rule? And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7.
Here we go. Back to Detroit.
They are going for it. Keenum. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. On the counter, here's Gordon. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. And his kick here is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Give him 30 yards there. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get it down deep into Los Angeles territory. They give him a gain of 38.
Here we go now. Gone.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going up.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Latavius Murray punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Shotgun snap for Keenum. That's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And they'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On third down, that's Gordon. And an alley to run. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Set! We need to hut!
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully. Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On third down, that's Gordon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will push the lead up from 26, and it grows up to 29. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Keenum. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To throw is Keenum. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Let's go!
Now Keenum got to have this one. It's complete to Diggs. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. 20 yards on the pickup there. And that leads to a Minnesota first down. Now Keenum steps away to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Jarius Wright that time, and it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Keenum throwing once more. A dump down to McKinnon. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jerick McKinnon, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. So they're going to go for 2.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Over. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll try to run with Murray. And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And it's so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he'll be taken down at the 34. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Trey Boston. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Sherrills, and he is knocked down from the side. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Throwing deep for Murray. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Desperation time for Keenum on 4th. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a toss right side. It's Gordon. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he'll get this down only to the 18. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. A kneel down here from Rivers, and that should be it. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. Well, Charles.